Good morning. I'm out for another trip, a repeat trip to Echo Valley State Park here. I'm on the Jensen Trail by Glover's Creek. Gonna go out and see if we've got any early fall colors showing up. I'm already seeing plenty, so it should be a good hike. Let's go for a walk in the woods. This is always a pretty hike out here. I have yet to have a bad trip. So I'm excited to see what I can find this morning. I was surprised at the road. There's quite a few vehicles and people walking out here, coming to the park from the trail in West Union. So I guess I didn't realize it was this popular. That's good. I'm a little early for the peak of fall colors, but they're starting to come in. As you can see from that view. There's one particular section of trail up here that I really enjoy, and I'm anxious to see it. Even though I know the fall colors aren't in their peak yet, I'm guessing it's going to be really pretty, and I got an early start, so hopefully the sun will be coming through the trees and I'll find some scenery, some views that are picture worthy. It's up here a little ways, but not too far. A friend of mine has a saying when he's out hiking, and I agree and have done it for years. I just didn't make a saying out of it. Is do not ignore or don't avoid the spur trails. Take the spur trails because usually they lead to something scenic, something special. And here is one of those. Look at this view. I hope the microphone is picking up the moving water from the trout stream. Just think what this will look like in a couple of weeks. We're approaching one of my favorite sections of the trail here at Echo Valley. It's this ridge. You've got the trout streams on both sides. Look at this. Give this a week or two of transition. This will be even more breathtaking. Wow. Let's hope we don't get a lot of rain and wind and knock all this down before I get to come back and enjoy it. But who knew we had trails like this in northeast Iowa? Just outside of West Union. And we've got another overlook. We have some color change happening, but not much. That's all right. The cold weather can take its time getting here. I'm fine with that. Look at that view. Isn't this pretty? What's nice about this trail is I think I've only seen one other person on it one time, and that was a trout fisherman. Take a look at this. Somebody put a lot of effort into the making of this fort, I suppose. Wow. That took some time. That short trail that I was on crosses the gravel road, one of the gravel roads through the park, and then takes you into a bit of conifers. I'm guessing they're white pines. I'll have to look when I get closer. But I like this view too. However, I'm seeing a lot of sky, so I don't know if we've had some trees dying or what's going on. This is the walk-in area for hunting. Parts of this you cannot hunt, like either side of this trail. But then when you get to the end of this path, there's a wide open area where hunting is allowed. And I'll show you that when we get there. The hike to the public hunting area is not long. And it opens up to where if I was going to hunt pheasants, I might consider coming up here. It's well signed. The public hunting sign. Kind of in the shade there, but it's there. And then it opens up to this big view. I'll move the camera slow so viewers don't get sick. How's that for a view? I'm going to do a return back to the first trail that I started hiking here in the park so that I can then go hike along the trout streams. It'd be a shame to be this close to the pretty sights and sounds of a trout stream or two trout streams and not get out or get down and look close. And since I'm here and I have the time, I'm going to do it. The other nice thing about it is when you go backwards on a trail, even though you've just been there, it all looks different because the lighting has changed. So what we've done so far is the first part of what I consider a pretty good hike at Echo Valley. You got to come out and do the ridge. You just have to. And then we'll go down and do the trout streams to see that. It's well worth the trip. Well worth the visit. If you didn't know it, you would think I was on a different trail, but this is the one that we just looked at a little bit ago. Looks just as nice from a different direction. Here we are again, to the Narrows. person wants to watch their step through here. Could be interesting if you went down. Trout stream down there. Probably cannot see it with this camera. And a trout stream to my right. And again, the big crack. Northeast Iowa has quite a few places like this. You just have to get out and find them. Earlier I mentioned how a fellow hiking friend Shane talks about don't ignore the spur trails. Take a look, make the effort. But I do have to say, when I hiked across the Isle Royal a number of times on those spur trails, we had to really schedule those, because some of those were many miles long, as in 5, 6, 7 miles long. So that when you think about a spur trail being that long, you've got to go out and you've got to hike back. Was it worth it? Absolutely. But it was not just an incidental add-on to your primary hike. It was the destination for your hike. So if you look at your maps before you get started, you'll know. Here at Echo Valley, I didn't look at a map. I haven't even studied a map lately, and I know new maps were being made. But I knew that the size of this park, it's not too big. So we're not talking miles long spur trails. We're talking yards. And well worth it. And just like that, we're back out on the main trail. But I'm not going to stay on this for long. It's a nice trail, well maintained, plenty wide, but I want to see some more off-trail scenery like the trout streams. We're going to go off-trail here a little bit, assuming it's not too buggy, or go off of this trail onto a different trail, assuming it's not too buggy, and head down to the trout streams. And you can kind of see the staircase there. We'll take the designated trail. And here's that trail to the trout stream. We shall follow it. This is an old stone staircase. Strongly encourage you to watch your step. Made in the traditional style as they did decades ago. They hold up. They may not meet all the new rules and regulations if it were being built today, but it sure fits in with the landscape here. This is the staircase, the stone staircase that we saw from before. A lot of work went into this way back when. And we're at our first stop point along the trout stream. And I don't know if this was a bridge or a fish ladder or just what it was. Whatever it was, it is no more. Look at this scenery. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to try to get down here without falling. And I made it. I threatened to buy a trout stamp and take up trout fishing, and I haven't done it yet, but I may. This is just pretty. Then again, it's nice to just enjoy it. That's the ridge that we were on. This is just beautiful. Think of another week or two. Wow. As I'm approaching this part of the trail, I can hear water going over rocks, I'm sure. Oh, that's pretty. I gotta get down there though first, without falling and breaking my neck. Isn't that relaxing? That's the view downstream. And the view upstream. A person could just spend all day exploring. If there's a will, there's a way. And I'm going to walk through the vegetation here to see what the view looks like. I have a hunch it might be quite pretty. Oh yeah. Just got to do this one without falling too. Oop, got into nettles. Wearing shorts, you know that really fast. Downstream view. And let's see if I can get a good view upstream. Upstream view. I sure hope the pictures are worth the burn. I suppose it's my own fault. I could have worn long pants. But I'm not ready to do that yet. This path, if I keep going, should take me to the bridge that we first crossed when we began our hike. Eventually we'll get there. But here's another offshoot on the trail. Oh yeah, moving water. Listen to that sound. Throw in some bird calls every now and then. It's just beautiful. Over to the right, just look at that exposed rock. Isn't that gorgeous? Throughout this video, I've said it over and over, pretty or gorgeous or whatever to describe things. But this is just such a nice place. And here's another area of moving water, and the bridge is to the left. Wow. That's better than any music on the radio. I think that wraps it up for the close proximity to trout streams. And now I'll walk by the old structure here. I don't remember what it is, but there's a sign. It's a lime kiln. Looks like they built it well. It's surviving the test of time, for the most part. The trail past the kiln takes you to the lower end of the park. And I need to get to my truck, so I need to go this way. I hope you have enjoyed yet another visit here to Echo Valley State Park, just outside of West Union, Iowa. Even though I've been here many times, this park there's always something new to find here, and it's so very pretty. Like I said many times in the video. Don't click away. If I shot any still photos, any other videos, I will add them after I'm done talking here. If you like these kind of videos, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you would, and share it with others. I often hear from folks that aren't able to get out how they enjoy seeing the outdoors, what they used to experience firsthand. They now maybe have to see it through a video. So please share it with others if you would. And I do thank you for watching.